I have a question for you. Are you part of the insane people that I see playing golf? Well, if you are, you're probably doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Isn't it about time we changed? One of the biggest problems I've ever seen in golf, and I've been doing this for about 30 years, is people don't even know how to grip this implement. This is a tool. Once you understand how to do this, you can start to swing this pretty comfortably all the time, because what you don't realize is your grip affects everything. It affects your swing, it affects your strike, it affects your plane, it affects everything in golf. You've got to have a pretty formidable grip, and I'm going to show you how to do it in the comfort of your living room. So in the comfort of your living room, you're going to see my hands. You notice I've placed some dots over here, and I want you to point to this particular point, which is your heel pad. This is a very important part of the golf swing, particularly for your lead hand. If you're a left-hander, it'll be that part on your right hand. So what you want to do is this. You want to take this at roughly at a 45-degree angle. These three sections in my fingers are called phi lengths. It's the second phi length of the index finger. We want to place that, and then place the heel pad on top of that club, with the club face being square or parallel to the left side of the shaft. Once you grip that, curl the last three fingers underneath, and you'll feel pressure from up and pressure from the pad down. Then place your thumb and forefinger with no gaps in there. We don't want to see any gaps, because if you take this to the top of your swing, you'll lose this between basically your knuckle and your thumb. You'll lose control of this. It'll fall through the webbing of your fingers. So you must have control of it. When you've got this correctly, you can actually extend your arm out here correctly, take your last three fingers off and your thumb, and this will be the perfect fulcrum for the balance of this club. When you do this, I can easily access the hinging motion of my left wrist in a vertical fashion. This is very important. Now watch this. If I put this in the palm, all of a sudden, I'm very, very tight in my forearm, my tricep, my trapezius, my shoulder. It virtually is very, very hard to swing or create any power from this. Once you've got this left hand on here, now we're going to look at this right hand. This is very, very important, because most people either do this, they get it too far under, creating too much pressure in the shaft and making their forearms rotate inobtrusively. So what I want to do is I want to take this across the base of these three fingers. Pinky slots in between. I like the overlap. There's three grips. You can interlock, overlap, or you can tang finger it, whatever you want to do. I'm an overlapper. Okay, so I want to get this in the last three fingers. Now you see this thumb and forefinger. I want to keep these two very, very tight together, and it feels like I'm pressuring down on the shaft, but you notice I've got a little blue line there on my lifeline. It sits perfectly on that thumb, and now, as you can see, this grip from up top here, there is no left thumb. I can't see it. My hands are meshed together. There's a good solid grip. That's the key. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this in the comfort of your living room. So in the comfort of your living room, get a little piece of dowel. When you see this, you'll look down at the shaft. It looks like a little box or square. But if I do this, if I turn it on an angle, what you do is this thing appears to be in a cube. So this is a little half-inch dowel, but what you can do is, while you're watching TV, actually, matter of fact, while you're comfortably numb, watching the fake news every single night, you can grab this and grip it correctly. Place it on its angle. Get your left hand, and you'll see I've got a little left thing here for my thumb. I'm going to place it. There is your pad sitting on top here. And then I'm going to come over here and grab this with your right. Again, you'll see a nice little compact, really firm little grip, but with plenty of flexibility in your wrist. Just keep doing this while you're watching your news, over and over again, and then you can transfer that same feel to your golf club. You don't realize, once you start to get a good hold of this grip and start to control the club face, now I can start swinging it correctly. I always say this: if I can fix your gaps, in other words your grip, your aim, or your alignment, your posture and your stance, now I'm going to fix your swing. Don't be silly. Take some time to learn how to do this properly. It'll save you a lot of headaches in the long run. Just remember this, folks. If you don't fix your gaps, you'll swing like crap. This is John Wilkinson, the Wizard of Oz, coming to you from Down Under Par Golf Academy, Vero Beach, Florida.